This is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough, man. Man, what's up? What's up, man? Family, come on in. I'm here on my lip, man. Man, family, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Man, I bless each and every one of you. Man, may God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, and aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stage of your life. Man, family, man, this is gonna be rough, but we gotta grow up. I want to have a heart-to-heart conversation today. Okay, man, this is for people that, man, you going through some stuff and you don't understand quite what you're going through, and you can't put your hand on it. It just don't seem to make sense. You're tired, you're drained, your energy's all over the place, your emotions are all over the place. You seem to be frustrated, and it's just like, man, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And it seemed like that. It'd be like that. There's a lot of energy in the air right now, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? There's a lot of energy in the air. The other day I posted a picture of this big python, and what God was showing me was, Elijah, sometimes you got to learn to just sit the fuck down and chill the fuck out. Sometimes you got to relax. Sometimes you got to just go with the flow. And I know that your emotions all over the place, and you're so focused on growth and development. You're so fixated on healing. You're so fixated on becoming better. Sometimes you got to sit down and just shut the fuck up. Sometimes you got to just sit down and just relax. It is what it is. Sometimes you're going to feel drained as fuck, tired as fuck for no fucking reason. Sometimes your emotions gonna be all over the place, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck is going on?" And you're gonna have to learn to just sit there and just woosah. Not get caught up in the emotions, not get caught up in the fact that you're tired, not get caught up in the fact that you're drained and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Sometimes the tears are just gonna flow, and you're gonna be like, "Why am I crying so much? What the fuck is going on?" I'm a grown ass man, and the fucking tears are just coming down as though I'm going through my fucking cycle. You know what I mean? We got to grow the fuck up, and it is what it is. Sometimes you're gonna feel like, damn, I'm sick and tired. I just want to grow, and I'm so hard on myself. I can't get shit right. Every time I take 3 steps forward, I end up taking 5 steps backwards. What the fuck is wrong with me? Talking to real people today. You know what I mean? Real people who's putting in that motherfucking work. We're going through a season right now. You guys have heard me talk about, man, this is gonna be our year. It's gonna be our year if you don't fuck up, if you don't blow it. And what am I saying? Relax. You know what I mean? You ain't got to fight no more. You ain't got to stress the fuck out over how it's going to evolve and how it's going to open up and all this other. Just relax. Trust the motherfucking process. Talking about the snake the other day, that picture that I posted. Sometimes we go through shit and it's like, man, our skin has to peel off. We shed our skin. We shed in order to grow. We shed in order to be a better version of ourselves. We shed as a rebirth. We're coming upon that season. Spring is coming. Spring is coming. Abundance is coming. But there's a process that goes from fall, that goes from winter to spring. You got to catch this. There's a process in between where the weather starts changing. You can't go from broke to abundance. There's a process. You can't go from being broken and frustrated and suicidal and depressed to abundant joy and peace. There's a process that every single one of us have to go through. And so many of us, we're right now in that process. We're in that transition. Relax. You've done the work. You waiting for your queen. You're waiting for your king, your boo, your opportunity, the door to open up, whatever it is that you're waiting for. Relax. Relax. Just chill out. You can't make it happen. You can't force it to happen faster than what is going to happen. Relax. Relax. And that's so hard for so many of us because so many of us are control freaks. So many of us are control freaks. So many of us, we try to control how everything happens. We try to control when it happens instead of just sitting back and saying, man, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good right where I'm at. Today I'm tired. Today I'm drained. Today my energy's all. I'm just going to chill out. I'm just going to rest. I'm going to enjoy the moment. I ain't got to fight. I ain't got to politic. I ain't got to kiss nobody's ass. I ain't got to do shit, but just enjoy the moment. So many of us, we've been fighting our whole life. We don't know how to chill the fuck out. So many of us, we've been fighting our whole life. We don't know how to chill out. We don't know how to enjoy life because we've gone through battle after battle, rejection, abandonment, hurt, and trauma. We've gone through all this crap. We don't even know how to live. We've been surviving our entire life. That's all we know how to do is fucking survive. But we're in a season right now. You ain't got to survive. You're in a season right now. Relax, relax, relax. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Understanding what's about to happen. Understanding the doors that are about to come to, that's about to come open. Understanding the fruit that you're about to receive, the harvest you're about to receive. Relax. Stay in the moment. Don't get so anxious and so full of anticipation about, man, when's my queen coming? How's she gonna look? When's my king coming? What's he gonna say? And how is he gonna win me over? And how am I gonna know it's them? And man, relax, chill out. You're stressing over unnecessary shit. This is that season. This is that season where we just sit back and say, okay, God, okay, source, man, I've done a lot of work. I've done a hell of a lot of work. I'm tired of doing fucking work. I'm tired of working on my fucking shit. I'm tired of dealing with my fucking trauma. I'm tired of diving deep and trying to understand everything going on in my motherfucking life. Man, I'm done. I'm burnt the fuck out on that shit. I just want to man, I don't want to think today. I'm tired of thinking. I'm tired of trying to understand everything. I'm tired of trying to make sense of what the fuck is going on. Man, are they going to accept my forgiveness? Am I going to be able to talk to them? Are they going to dismiss me? Are they going to try to embarrass me to get me back? You're stressing out over unnecessary shit. Relax. You can't control that shit. You can't control that. You can't control when your harvest comes in. You can't control when you meet your king or your queen. You can't control when these people call you back for an interview for this job that you've been wanting. You can't control whether or not the school accepts you or not. Relax. Relax. And that's hard. I get it. But if you can't relax in this season, if you can't learn to just sit back and just trust the process, if you can't learn to let go of that illusion of control, you're never going to go into your promised land season. You're never going to reap the benefits and the rewards that you want because it's a vibration, it's a frequency. And as long as you're stressing out, as long as you're trying to control shit, as long as you're worried and stressed and frustrated, wondering if they're going to try to get you back and what the fuck is going to happen if they're going to close the door in your face, if you're stressed over that shit, that's a vibration. That's a vibration. You got to understand that. That's a frequency. Your promised land season ain't on that frequency. Your king, your queen ain't on that frequency. So if you want your king to come in your promised land season, in your spring season, in your abundant season, which is the next season that we go into, you got to learn to enjoy this season. You got to enjoy the process to go from winter of doing the shadow work, winter of dealing with your trauma, winter of dealing with that low self-esteem, winter of dealing with your fears and insecurities, of being isolated. There's a season of isolation, a season of being closed off from everybody else so you could just work on you. And we transition into spring where the flowers bloom. Spring, what's up with you, Vinny? Where the fruit starts growing. Spring, where the vegetables and everything else starts growing. But there's a season of when you do all the planting, you do all the watering, and you watch it grow. And you just sit back. You just sit back and relax and just enjoy the process and enjoy the harvest. But you got to change your mind from being in survival mode of that lack mentality. Ain't no good men out here. Ain't no good women out here. I ain't got enough money and blah, 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 blah. And all these jobs have been closed up and people been fired left and right. Man, that's lack. That's fear. That's fear. I was talking to my daughter about 30 minutes before I went on this live and was talking about what's going on in the world in America. All these people losing their jobs and just all the craziness and the uncertainty that seems to be going on. And I'm laughing and just chopping it up with her. And the reality is, I'm not really concerned about that. I'm not concerned about that uncertainty. I'm not concerned about the policies and the agendas of other people. That ain't got shit to do with us. We've done the work. We've done the work. So we can sit back now. And regardless of what's going on around us, we can sit back in comfort and security. No, man, it's all good. It's all good. I ain't got to be worried and stressed the fuck out. I ain't got to be scared of how much and how expensive eggs and everything else get. Why? Because that's lack mentality. That's lack. That's low vibration. That's not abundance. When you dwell in abundance, man, it don't matter how much that shit costs. Why? Because I got the means to take care of that. So many of us, we get so consumed in our lack mentality, that lack frequency, that survival mode. And God has said, man, let that go. I can't bless you as long as you hold on to that survival mode. I can't bless you as long as you hold on to that fear and those insecurities of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen. How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to pay for that? That's low vibrating. That's lack. That's lack. That's been our lifestyle. That's been our vibration for a long time. For a long time. Dudes ain't shit. Women ain't shit. I'm tired of getting my heart broke. Blah, 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 blah. All the woe is me, sad, drawn out, same old stories we've been telling ourselves for the last 15, 20, 30 years. And then we wonder why we can't receive our harvest because we keep repeating the same stupid, negative, toxic shit. Why? Because that's the vibration we're on. That's the frequency we're on. And so what happens is you stay in fucking winter. You never come out of winter. Your whole life is fucking winter. Your whole life is fucking isolation. Your whole life is cold and frigid. And then you wonder why you can't enjoy the beauty of life. You can't see the beauty in the world. You can't see the beauty in humanity because you're stuck in lack. You're stuck in winter because you didn't understand. Winter was just a season. Winter wasn't supposed to last for the last 15 fucking years. Winter wasn't supposed to last for the last 5 years. Winter has lasted that long because we haven't put in the motherfucking work to grow the fuck up emotionally and to learn to relax and let the shit go. And we get super spiritual and justify it. I say, well, I'm just waiting on God. No, the fuck you ain't. You become negative. You become toxic. The truth is, you're stuck on low vibrating thoughts and belief systems based on your fear of not having enough, of not being enough, of there not being enough good men, of there not being enough good women, of there not being enough good jobs that'll sustain you through whatever shit we got to go through. There's a saying that used to trip me out. And I don't think that the great majority of us really understand this saying. We say it, but we don't really understand it. We say all the time, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. I'm gonna say it again. We're always saying the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But we never really understood the magnitude of that. And what God had to show me, and what God wanted me to tell you and show you, is that that's a process. The rich get richer while the poor is getting poorer. When the times of famine and distress is in the world, the rich get richer. Why? Because it ain't based upon what's going on around them. Their vibration is I'm going to get more money. I'm going to be okay. Understand this. This is a vibration. No matter what's going on around you. If you're a chosen one, you're a child of God, if you're a star seed, a light worker, a healer, whatever you call yourself, if you're connected to source like you say you are, then regardless of what's going on around you, regardless of your circumstances, of everything around you, your environment, the economy, and everything, you should be sustained and you should be okay. And you should not just be surviving, but you should be blossoming and growing and becoming more abundant, regardless of what the fuck is going on around you. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of believing. It's a way of living based on your beliefs. So when the economy is fucked up and the stock market is crashing and people being laid off left and right, our belief system is there's not enough. Our belief system is there's lack. Our belief system, we get scared. And that robs you of your abundance. That robs you of your harvest. That keeps you isolated in your winter season. So the sun is never shining on you. It's always dark and dreary where you're at. It's always cloudy and depressing as fuck where you're at. Why? Because of your belief system. Because of your belief system. Your belief system. What's on the inside is going to come on the outside. Let me say it again. What you believe, how you believe, is going to be manifested in your life. See, so many of us, we say that we're religious. So many of us, we say we're connected. So many of us, we say that we put in the work. So many of us, we say that we're chosen, we're light workers, stars, but that's not what's manifested in our life. We talk the talk, but we don't believe it. And because we don't believe it, we don't produce it. Because we don't believe it, we can't manifest it. We want it, but wanting ain't the same as belief. I want to be loved, but I don't believe that I'm lovable. I want a king, but I don't believe that I'll find a king. I want a queen, but I don't believe that I'll find a queen. I want somebody to love me, but I don't believe that anybody's going to love me. We got to see the difference. You can want all you fucking want. You know what I mean? You can want all day long, and wanting ain't gonna change your fucking life. What changes your life is your belief system. The Bible says it this way: how a man believes in his heart, so is he. What you believe is what matters. Not what you say. You could say you're wealthy. You could say you're abundance. You could say you're free. You could say you're liberated. You could say you're full of joy and peace and happiness all day fucking long. But if you don't believe it, none of that shit's gonna manifest. Again, so many of us, so many of us, we want peace. We want joy. We want happiness. We want love. We want an abundance. We want enough. But we don't know how to get there. We don't know how to receive it. Because our entire life has showed us that, man, you got to struggle for it. You got to fight for it. And ain't shit free. And so we're in survival mode. But you can't get your king being in survival mode. You can't get your queen being in survival mode. You can't receive your abundance being in survival mode. You can't get peace and joy and happiness being in survival mode. So at some point, we've got to grow the fuck up emotionally and stop doing all this fucking yak talking and do some process elimination of the negative toxic belief systems that we've been holding on to. That's the shit we should have been doing in our winter season. That's the shit we're supposed to be working on in our isolation season. How can I get rid of these toxic belief systems that no longer serve me? How can I get rid of these toxic beliefs about women based on my experiences with a small select few of women? How can I get rid of my negative thought process and beliefs about men based on the few knuckleheads and sorry lame dudes that I picked? What's up with you, Jose? Man, it's been a minute. We've got to grow up. That's the work that we do in our winter season. That's the work we do in our isolation season. When you look at the trees start dropping their leaves. And in winter season, man, their leaves are gone. The trees are bare. The trees are bare. There's no fruit on the trees in winter. There's no leaves on the trees in winter. They're bare. They've gotten rid of everything that no longer serves them. They've gotten rid of everything that can't take them into their next season. The branches, the leaves, and the tree and the fruit was good for this past season. But this past season is past, it's gone. In order for me to go to my next season of abundance, I gotta let go of some shit. In order for me to walk into my next season, I've got to let go of everything that I brought into this season. It was good for me for this season, but I can't take it into the next season. I gotta let it go. But because we have this lack mentality, we have this fear mentality, there's not enough, we try to hold on to everything. So we're that tree, we don't want to let go of the leaves. We're that tree, we don't want to let go of the fruit that we brought into this season. And so the fruit just starts to rot, but we're trying to hold on to it because we don't want to let it go because we have this lack mentality. And so we'll never develop and blossom into all that we're capable of becoming because we keep hanging on to all this negative, toxic shit. We keep hanging on to all these people that were great for us in the past, but that's where they belong in our past. They're not meant to walk into your next season with you. They were meant to teach you some things about you right where you're at. So that when you go into your next season, you'll be more aware. When you go into your next season, you'll be more patient and more loving and more kind to yourself. When you go into your next season, you won't be so harsh on yourself. When you go into your next season, you won't be so judgmental of other people. You'll be more compassionate and more loving of other people. When you go into your next season, you'll have more wisdom to offer because of the things that you've learned. We got to grow up. We got to grow up and understand, man, it's a process. It's a process. Yes, we look forward to spring. We look forward to the weather changing. We look forward to the trees blossoming and the flowers growing and all this other stuff. We look forward to the fragrance of the branches and the leaves and the flowers and all. We look forward to the fruit and to the weather and just all the things we're going to do. We look forward to that. But we enjoy the moment right here, right now. we release all the things that we need to release so that we can receive everything that's coming. But if you don't release it, you ain't got nothing coming. Let me say it again. If you don't release all that stuff that you're supposed to release, you ain't got a damn thing coming. But a longer winter, more frustration, more confusion, more confusion. What's up with you, Matthias? We got to grow up. We got to grow up and understand there's so much that we can learn about life if we just get outside of ourselves and just look at nature. If we just spent more time in nature and just stop it thinking that we know every fucking thing and just relax and ask nature to teach us. Again, going back to the snake. The snake is always going through a period where it sheds its skin. The snake has to shed its skin. It has to shed its skin. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. It has to go through a season of shedding its skin in order to go into that next season, that next stage of its life. So many of us, we're terrified of letting go of things. We're terrified of shedding our skin. What's up with you, Toya? We're so terrified of shedding our skin because we have this lack mentality. I don't want to give up anything. I don't want to let go of anything. Not understanding that if I don't let it go, if I don't shed my skin, I'm going to die right in this stage. If I don't let this go, I'm going to get stuck right here. I'm never going to grow. I'm never going to develop. I'm going to stunt my growth. And this is the best that I'm ever going to be. What's up with your Joshua? And so many of us, we have that mentality. Man, this is the best life's going to be. This ain't the best that life can be. This is the best that it's going to be for so many because so many have that negative, toxic ass fucking belief system that this is the best it's going to be. How can you be a beacon of hope to the world if you have a mentality, if you have a belief system that this is the best it's going to be? How can you be a beacon of light in this dark world if you're sitting here stuck thinking that, man, life ain't gonna get any better than this, and this is the best it's gonna be, and all this other stupid ass negative toxic shit? How can you be a beacon of hope? How can you be a beacon of light? How can you be a beacon or child of God if you think that this is the best that there is gonna be? If you think it can't get no better than this, if you think this all there is to life, if you this is it for my life. We got to grow up. We got to grow up. You got to learn to let go of some shit. The question is, in your isolation period, in your winter period, it's still winter time. This is the time. You got to sit back and say, okay, man, I got to learn real quick what the fuck I gotta let go of. I gotta learn. Man, spring is coming. Spring is coming. And it's coming fast. Some people are going to be blessed. Some people are walking into an abundance. Some people are walking into their kings. They're walking and meeting their queens. Some people are walking into their purpose. The question is, are you one of those people? Are you going to walk into your purpose? Or are you going to stay stuck here in your depressive, darkened state of winter season? The choice is yours. Can't nobody drag you into the promised land. Can't nobody drag you into your season of abundance. Truth be told, can't nobody keep you stuck out of it either. Nobody. Not Donald Trump, not Elon Musk, not nobody has the power to keep you out of your promised land season. Nobody has the power to shut the door on you from walking into your abundance. Nobody has the power to keep you from meeting your queen, to keep you from meeting your king. Nobody has the power to keep you from having the peace and the joy and happiness you want in life. Nobody has that power but you. But you. You're the only one that has the power to keep yourself in your winter season. You're the only one. Your mama can't do it. Your daddy can't do it. Your ex can't do it. Your baby daddy, your baby mama, the judge, ain't nobody got that type of power and authority over your life. Yeah, goes back to the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The rich get richer because they understand the game. The rich get richer because they understand the process. The poor get poor because they don't understand the game. The poor gets poor because they don't understand the process. Are you going to walk into your promised land season? Are you going to walk into your season of abundance? The season of living your best life so far. And I say so far because next season, man, next spring, you should be living the best. You know what I mean? Every year, you should be getting better. It can get better for you. It can become more abundant for you every year. That's how it's set up. That's how God created this thing. But because we don't understand the process, we get stuck in lack. Because we don't understand the process, we get stuck in our fears. We get stuck in our insecurities. We get stuck in our negative, toxic belief system. And we never walk into peace. We never get joy. We never get that happiness we've been dying for. And that's why so many of us, we hang on to that hope of and that expectation of, well, I'm just gonna suffer in this life and da 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 da, and then I'll go to heaven and da da da. That's bullshit. That's complete, utter fucking nonsense. To keep you stuck in that lack, to keep you stuck poor. And I'm not talking about just being poor financially. I'm talking about being poor emotionally, poor spiritually, poor physically with your health. Again, I told you, it don't matter what the fuck is going on around you. It don't matter what the economy looks like. It don't matter who the fucking president is, who the fucking king is. It don't matter what their fucking policies are. We've got to grow the fuck up. There's too many scriptures in the Bible where Joseph, in time of lack, Joseph, in time of famine and drought, sat in fucking abundance. We got to grow the fuck up. You can have an abundance if you change your fucking mind. You change your fucking perspective of life. We got to grow up. The truth is, so many of us are stuck in that negative thought process of religion and programming. And we believe that simple minded bullshit. And again, that's negative belief system that keeps us in lack, that keeps us in fear, that keeps us frustrated and depressed. I love psychology. I love psychology. I love studying and learning about the mind. I am a life coach. I am a mentor. Let me tell you guys something. Nothing in the world, nothing in the world can make you depressed. Nothing. What makes you depressed is what you believe. What makes you depressed is what you think about, how you feel. That's what makes you depressed. We got to grow the fuck up and catch this. What makes you poor? It's not because you come from the fucking ghetto. It's not because your family was poor financially. It's not because nobody taught you shit about financial planning and investments and woo doo doo. That's not the reason why you're fucking poor. The reason why you're poor is because your belief system, how you think about finances, how you think about your fucking health, how you think about whatever it is you think about. That's what fucks your life up. It's your belief. You can say whatever you want to say, but it's your belief. It's what you believe. You can sit here and try to convince yourself and everybody else that you fine as fuck, that you look good. Truth is, you don't believe it. You don't believe it. You don't believe that at all. So many are convinced that it takes a big ass, it takes big titties to satisfy a man, to make a man happy, to keep a man faithful, to keep a man loyal. It ain't your ass. It ain't your titties. It ain't even your money. You look at the rap and the hip hop industry and all these other actors and entertainers, you'll see a whole lot of people that got deep pockets. Got all the money, pretty as fuck. They got all the body jobs. And they man has not man because they ain't got no man, but their dude has cheated on them. You can look at Beyonce and whatever your opinion is about her and how pretty she is, and look at her body, da 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 da, and Jay-Z still don't cheated on her ass. It don't matter what you look like in that aspect. That's not gonna keep a motherfucking man a man. That's not gonna keep a man faithful to you. That's not gonna keep a man loyal to you. That's not gonna make a man fall in love with you. We don't give a fuck about your fucking eyelashes. This is some new age shit that you motherfuckers just started. We've been having sex and fucking and doing everything else from the beginning of time when nobody had those fucking fake eyelashes, when nobody was getting their fucking titties done, when nobody was getting their fucking ass done, nobody was getting a fucking tummy tuck. We got to grow the fuck up. We've got to grow the fuck up. And dudes, it ain't about how much fucking money you got. It ain't about how strong you are. That's that lack shit. That's that lack mentality. I'm not good enough to get a woman. I don't look good enough, so I got to get yoked up. I'm not that guy. I'm not charismatic, so I got to get deep pockets, and I got to have all this other stuff to make me feel like I'm all that. Because the truth be told, I don't feel like that. So I need something to boost my ego. I need something to put my confidence in. To make me feel like I could go out and get whatever woman I want. To make me feel like I could go out and get me a baddie, a boss bitch, a boss babe. And that's why you end up with them raggedy ass low life fucking women. Because your mind frame is fucked up. And then you go get these women that's fucked up, but they look good. And both of you are fucking damaged. Both of you on fucking low vibrating bullshit. Pretty as fuck, you yoked up as fuck. Both of y'all got money, but you're fucked up emotionally and spiritually. And so you dog each other the fuck out. And you wonder, why would she treat me like this? And I'm put her up in this fucking penthouse. And I got her all these fucking bags. And I'm taking her on all these vacations. And she talking about, why would he cheat on me? Look at the titties I got. Look at the ass I got. And all these guys want me. Because both of you are simple-minded motherfuckers stuck on stupid shit. Told you this is going to be rough today. This is going to be rough. We got to grow the fuck up. We got to grow up. We got to understand, man, it's not about that. It's not about the money. It's not about your looks. It's a whole lot of women that look good as fuck, but don't know real men want they ass because they're just good to look at. They ain't intelligent. They ain't done no fucking emotional work. They ain't dealt with their fucking trauma. So don't nobody want to invest in their raggedy ass shit that just look good, but fucking useless. We've got to grow the fuck up. We've got to grow the fuck up. And so many dudes is like, man, I gotta get my money right, and so I can just buy these hoes and and you out simping and just paying for these women to go on fucking vacations and doing all this shit because you ain't got the fucking ability to get a woman on your fucking merit. And when I'm talking about married, I'm not talking about your fucking money. I'm not talking about your fucking credit score. I'm not talking about on your car and your muscles and all this other stupid shit. I'm talking about on the merit of who the fuck you really are. Real shit. The real shit. See, most guys that ain't done their fucking work, they ain't evolved emotionally, they're terrified as fuck of a real woman who's done the work. Most guys ain't done that work. Most guys are superficial and stupid shit. And so they see this natural looking woman, look good, talk good, intelligent. Man, she got a conversation. She got some spirituality about her. She sees about that growth and development, blah, 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 blah. Most guys ain't trying to fuck with that. Most guys can't see her. They won't even step to her because they're intimidated. Most women are intimidated by a real man. Most women don't know what a real man is. Real shit. Because they ain't done the fucking work. And so their perspective of what a man is ain't got shit to do with fucking reality. Their perspective of what a man is based on their limited fucking experience with these sorry ass, no good, trifling ass motherfucking dudes that they've had experience with in the past. Most women scared as fuck of being around a real man. A real man, somebody who's grown the fuck up, somebody who's done the emotional work, somebody that's healed, somebody that's, man, I ain't got time for the bullshit. See, because a real man, he ain't really giving a fuck about how fat your ass is. A real man ain't giving a fuck about how perky your nipples are. A real man don't give two fucks about your fucking eyelashes. A real man don't give a two fucks about how much money you got, what you riding in, what type of bag you got, what your shoes. A real man don't give two fucks about that stupid ass shit. There's a difference between a man and a fucking dude. Every dude ain't a man. And you ignorant ass women ain't learned that shit yet because you haven't healed yet. Every woman ain't a fucking queen. And these sorry ass dudes ain't learned that yet. I don't give a fuck what she call herself. Everybody's a fucking queen now, and everybody ain't a fucking queen. A lot of you are fucking hyenas. You're fucking roaches. You're playing a fucking game. And we got to grow the fuck up. And so, when a real woman or a real man walk up on the stage, they walk outside, it's their energy. It's their energy that sets them apart from everybody else. It's their energy. And their energy is on fleek. Their energy is high. Why? Because they put in the work to heal. They put in the work to understand who the fuck they are. They put in the work to release that negative shit that they've been holding on to. That's what separates a woman from being a queen. That's what separates a dude from being a king, from being a man. But because you haven't done the work, you can't tell that they ain't done the work. Because you're faking the funk and you just run around spewing a bunch of bullshit. You can't decipher and discern the bullshit that they're spewing. And then when you see a real man, when you see a real woman, you can't discern that that's a real man. You can't discern that that's a real woman. That's a queen right there. Because you're not on that frequency. You're not on that vibration. Again, you want your queen. If you want a queen, you got to prepare yourself for a queen. If you want a king, you got to prepare yourself for a king. You ain't got to prepare yourself for these raggedy ass, sorry ass, lame ass fucking dudes running around here. Just continue to wear these fake ass fucking eyelashes. Continue to get your fucking tummy tucked and your ass job and your titties done, your nails done, and get your fucking back. You'll get all the fucking raggedy ass, low life dudes you want. But you won't get a king. But you get all the dudes you fucking want. What is that thing? The OnlyFans? I've never been on it, don't know anything about it other than the fact that I know there's a whole bunch of motherfuckers out there spending money on that shit. And so let's gas people up, making people think that they're qualified for a king, making them think that they're qualified for a queen. What is it about you that makes you think you're ready for a fucking king? What is it about you that makes you think you're ready for a queen? Truth be told, most people talk about the superficial shit. Women will talk about their fucking body. They'll talk about how much money they got invested and saved. They'll talk about their fucking education and how many degrees they fucking got. They think that shit makes them qualified for a fucking king. No, that makes you qualified for a fucking dude. Just another fucking common raggedy ass, average ass fucking dude. That's all that shit qualifies you for. You're not qualified for a fucking king just because you're pretty. Just because you play with tarot cards or oracle cards or charms and pendulums, you got you some crystals. That don't make you qualified for a fucking king. You go church all day long, quote all the fucking scriptures you want. That don't make you qualified for a fucking king. A whole lot of fucking miserable, lonely ass women in church, waiting, manifesting their king. And truth be told, they're gonna fucking die in that lonely ass fucking state until they grow the fuck up emotionally and change. Real shit. They'll have all the money, big ass houses, and they're lonely as fuck. Miserable as fuck. And they'll blame the dudes and say men ain't shit and men are scared of them and men are intimidated by their money. Men don't give a fuck about your fucking money. Men don't. Because to a man don't give a fuck how much money you have, how much money you don't have. A man will marry a queen that's broke as fuck financially. A man will marry a queen that work at fucking Target. A man will marry a fucking queen that works at fucking Walmart. But you raggedy ass, nappy head motherfucking people think it's about how much money you got. You think it's about how pretty you are. A man don't give a fuck about that shit. A dude gives a fuck about that shit. A dude, he's superficial just like you. So that matters to a dude. Because a dude wants you to put him up. A dude wants to be like, oh yeah, she got money and I got money. And look, we could flex and floss and da 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 da. All that stupid superficial bullshit. Ain't nobody talking about growing the fuck up emotionally. Ain't nobody talking about healing from their fucking past. Ain't nobody talking about healing from their fucking trauma. But we're pretty, we look good, we da 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 da, we bad bitches, bad da 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 da, and all this stupid shit. And then you get these two raggedy ass, no good motherfuckers, and you bring them together, and they become toxic as fuck, and they blow the fuck up. And now they're ready to fucking kill each other. Got all the fucking money, got all the fucking fame, but they ain't got no fucking emotional stability. They ain't got no fucking emotional maturity. We got to grow up. We have to grow up. So the question, mode or culture, I didn't see your question, so I don't know how to answer your question because I didn't see your question. But we have to grow up emotionally. And part of the process of understanding what a real man is, part of the process of understanding what a real queen is, we get hooked up with people that we thought was a man. We get hooked up with people we thought was a queen. And then we fall in love. We get connected. And then we understand, oh shit, you toxic as fuck. Oh shit, you fucking damaged fucking goods. Oh shit, you fucking stuck on stupid. Oh shit, you fucking psychotic as hell. Oh shit, you got a fucking elementary fucking mentality. Damn, you look good. But I can't deal with your fucking immaturity. Damn, you look good. But I can't deal with your fucking anger. Damn, you look good, but I can't deal with your fucking fears and insecurities. Damn, you look good, but you're fucking violent as fuck. And so it's not about how much money you have. It's not about the career you have. It's not about how you physically look. That doesn't make you a man. You got more men. You got more men walking around on the planet that probably make less than $50,000 than you have men that make over $100,000. Because it's not about the money. Most people get stuck on money because money becomes a band-aid. Money becomes a crutch. I'm not against making money. I'm not against it at all. I have a career. I make great money. So I'm not against making money, but money's not the focus. Money only becomes the focus when you haven't fucking healed. Money only becomes the focus when you haven't grown up emotionally and spiritually to understand I gotta fix me. It don't matter how much fucking money I got. You can have billions like Diddy or Sean Combs, whatever his fucking name is, and be fucked up emotionally. You can have money like Donald Trump and you see his mentality. So it's not about the fucking money. It's about are you willing to put in the motherfucking work emotionally? But see, that's the hard part. I'm reading this question from Motor Culture, and my question was: is a man who has dominion walks in the spirit of righteousness? He is the truth and a problem solver, a leader, a provider, doesn't base his manhood on materialism. I agree with that to a great extent, but it's not just about that though. It's about you doing the motherfucking work emotionally. Because there's a whole lot of people that I deal with and I talk to on YouTube and throughout this country that say that, oh, you can't be a man of God and you can't be a chosen one having a fucking job. And so they want to sit on their fucking ass and not really doing a whole lot of shit, but thinking that, man, okay, I'm gonna make this happen. I'm gonna hustle and I'm gonna grind. I'm gonna do that. And everybody's supposed to be okay with that. And to each their own, do what the fuck you do. But who determines what righteousness is? Because there's a whole lot of motherfuckers walking around right now in this religious mentality of righteousness. Man, you got to carry your Bible, you got to quote scriptures, and thus said the Lord God, and that's not that has nothing to do that has nothing to do with being a fucking man. There's a whole lot of people walking in the church preaching and all this other shit, calling themselves righteous men of God, and we see their fucking secrets. We see the shit coming out about them. Ain't shit righteous about them. The truth is, a lot of them are fucking damaged. A lot of them ain't dealt with their fucking shit. And so money becomes their fucking crutch. Power becomes their fucking crutch. But they're quoting the Bible. They're talking about righteousness. They're calling on Jesus and God. And that ain't got shit to do with being a fucking man. It's a whole lot of dudes in church quoting scriptures and all this other shit, and they're pimping the fucking women. But on the outside, they look righteous. On the outside, they saying all the right shit. And they sleeping with the little boys. I know we don't like talking about this shit. We got to grow the fuck up. So many of us, because we don't know what a man is, we've taken on this facade of this image of what a man is. We won't do the fucking work to be a man because we don't understand what a man is. And so I got to be a Christian to be a man. I got to be a Muslim to be a man. I got to quote scriptures to be a man. I got to have big muscles to be a man. I got to have tattoos to be a man. I got to have money to be a man. Oh, none of that shit got nothing to do with being a fucking man. There were men walking the planet before Christianity became a fucking thing. There were men walking the planet before there were any fucking religions. Before there were anybody talking about righteousness. Before anybody was talking about being a man of God. Religion has fucked the world up. Religion. Because it's brainwashed and make us think that, man, we just got to do this and we ain't got to worry about nothing else. Don't worry about dealing with your fucking emotions. Don't worry about healing your fucking trauma. Just pray and you're going to go to heaven. Just pray and God's going to bless you. Just pray and God's going to take care of everything for you. Just pray and leave it at the feet of Jesus. Bullshit. That's bullshit. And we got to tell the truth about that shit. And I know people don't like talking about that, and I don't give a damn. We've got to grow the fuck up emotionally and understand, man, we've been fucking stuck in the matrix. We've been stuck in our winter season too damn long. Why? Because of our toxic ass beliefs. What beliefs do we have that's toxic? What the fuck a man is, what the fuck a woman is. How do I get a man? How do I get a woman? What makes me valuable? What are my responsibilities to humanity? Do I have any responsibility? We've got to grow up. We've got to grow up emotionally. And that's hard. So many won't do it. Many won't do it. It's easier to fake the funk. It's easier to mask, to throw on a mask and call myself a king. It's easier to throw on a mask and call yourself a queen than it is to put in the motherfucking work to become a queen than it is to put in the motherfucking work to become a king. It's easy to go work out and get yoked up in, I'm a motherfucking man and the stupid shit. It's easy to go out and get a titty job done, get ass implants or whatever the fuck that shit is, and get your eyelashes and all this other stupid shit. And think that somebody's gonna be attracted to you and want to make you their fucking queen. You can't make a fucking cockroach a queen. We've got to grow the fuck up. And every dude ain't gonna be a king. Every dude ain't gonna be a king. Every dude ain't qualified to be a king. Every woman ain't qualified to be a queen. And everybody is not walking into their promised land season. Everybody's not walking into their harvest season of abundance, of plenty. We've got to grow up. And it is what it is. It's not our role to judge anybody. It's not our role to put anybody down. It's our role to become a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, a beacon of light for those that are willing to listen, for those that want to grow up emotionally, for those that are willing to put in the work. Understanding everybody don't want to put in the work. A lot of motherfuckers just think they're so fucking smart, so fucking woke, so fucking deep. Okay, it is what it is. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not wasting my motherfucking time or energy debating anybody. I don't give a fuck what you believe. If you want to say stuck on stupid, man, that's your life. Do what you do. If you want to stay stuck, not doing a damn thing, sit twiddling your fucking thumbs, talking about, I'm waiting for Jesus to come back and I'm waiting on the rapture and I'm going to heaven. If that's what the fuck you want to do, knock that shit out. Do what you fucking want to do. I ain't mad at you. That's not the lifestyle for me. That's not what we as chosen ones came here for. That's not what we as children of God came here for. That's not what we as star seeds and light workers and healers came here for. We didn't come here to play the fucking game. We didn't come here to be accepted and do normal shit. We didn't come here to have normal fucking conversations. It ain't about that shit. You can't be different. You can't be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, just sitting around having normal ass fucking, average ass fucking conversations. Talking about the same ignorant ass shit that everybody else is talking about. What sets you apart? What makes you different? Everybody in the spiritual movement ain't spiritually moving. Everybody in the spiritual movement ain't spiritual. Everybody in the spiritual movement ain't fucking woke, ain't fucking healed, ain't putting in the fucking work. And it is what it is. It is what it is. That's okay. That's their life to live it however the hell they want to. But if you're a true star seed, if you're a true light worker, if you're a true child of God, the question is not what the fuck everybody else is doing. The question is, what are you doing? Are you still holding on to negative thought processes and belief systems that keep you from walking in abundance? That keeps you from walking in your authority and your power. So often we get so twisted and we get so distracted and fixated on what everybody else is doing. And we completely miss it. It ain't about what everybody else is doing. It ain't about what anybody else is fucking doing. That's why you hear me say, I don't give a fuck about these politicians. I don't give a fuck what they talking about. I don't give a fuck about these rappers and entertainers. I give two fucks about what they talking about. I don't give a damn how they living their life. That ain't got shit to do with me. That ain't got shit to do with, am I healing? Am I growing? Am I maturing? Is my light shining? Am I helping those that I'm supposed to help? That's what matters. We want to get caught up in Donald Trump did this, and Elon Musk did this, and Jay-Z did this, and Diddy did this, and Kanye West. Who gives a fuck? A real man don't give a fuck about these other people. A real man don't give a fuck about what other people got going on in their life. A queen ain't got time to be worried about all these other raggedy ass motherfuckers and what they got going on in their life. Not a real queen. A real queen is so concerned or so focused on her purpose of, man, I'm healing. I'm becoming a better version of me. I'm being a beacon of hope. I'm being a beacon of love, a beacon of light for my community. That's what a queen is concerned with. That's what a queen thinks about. She's not focused on, is my ass too big in this dress? Do my titties look right? Do they look even? And how's my eye? The queen ain't tripping on that stupid, simple-minded shit. We got to grow the fuck up and understand this. Just because all these raggedy ass motherfuckers call themselves queens don't mean that's the definition of a queen or that's the measure of a queen. Just because all these dudes running around who call themselves grown ass man don't mean that's the measure of a fucking man. Just because you got all these right, quote unquote, righteous or religious people, Christian people or whatever, talking about in order to be a child of God, you got to do that. That's their ignorant, stupid ass shit. That ain't got shit to do with the fucking truth. But they're entitled to believe what the fuck they want to believe. Who gives a fuck? The only people that give a fuck are the people that think like that. A real man ain't got time to be worried about that stupid shit. We got to grow up emotionally. We got to work on us. We got to heal us. We got to heal us. We got to stop sitting here talking all this stupid ass shit about Jesus gonna save me and Jesus did it, Jesus. No, motherfucker, it's you. You got to do the motherfucking work. You've got to save your own motherfucking self. You've got to release the baggage and the pain and the trauma. You've got to grow through that shit. Ain't nobody coming to save you. Again, I'm a life coach. I'm a mentor. I can't fucking save you. I can only shine my light and talk to you, but I can't fucking save you. I can't fucking rescue you. You've got to be willing to put the motherfucking work in yourself. You got to be willing to save yourself. And so many people are looking to be saved. So many people are looking to be rescued. And it is what it is. You can't save anybody. You can't rescue anybody. You can only be a beacon of hope, a beacon of love, a beacon of light. You can only encourage them. You can only inspire them. You're going to help enlighten them if that's what they're seeking, if they're open minded to it. Or you can lead them astray, have them chasing money, have them chasing power. And all this other stuff. And it is what it is. We've got to grow up. Again, some of us is getting ready to walk into our season of abundance. Some of us getting ready to walk into our spring season of plenty of harvest. But enjoy the process where you're at right now. Be grateful for where you're at. Understand where you're at. Release the negative shit where you're at. Learn to shed your skin so that you can continue growing, so that you can continue evolving, becoming a better version of you. Man, I thank you guys for hanging out with me. I thank you guys for your love, your energy. Man, hope and pray that I said something to encourage you, to inspire you, or to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Namaste. The God, the light, the love, the wisdom within me sees, recognizes, acknowledges, and cherishes the God, the love, the light, and the wisdom which is in each and every one of you. Happy healing, family. Talk to you later.